Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm Sank84 and welcome to day 4 of the Choose Wisely Festival, where today we are playing Princess of World's End. Now, before we begin, just a quick caveat. This is only a demo. The game is not out yet. It's not due out until March of next year. So all the usual caveats apply. Not feature complete. Things may change. Graphical issues, bugs, all that good stuff that come with a demo. So, what have we got in store for us today? Well, apparently, this is a dark fantasy visual novel about a girl who somehow unlocks powers. So, yeah, you know what? Let's have a look, shall we? Chapter 1, The Awakening. Rain pours down into the ocean, filling it with itself and becoming part of something so much greater. Raising it to greater height offers a salty taste to the gods of the sky. Where do we go when we die? The ocean cries out to the sky above. Only time will tell, the sky is saying, looking down upon its tiny child, throwing a temper tantrum. This is no ordinary day. Something sinister is abound. The waves rare to behave. Sirens blare from the crashing waves and pour boldly in the atmosphere. It is but a sign. There's no happiness here. All humans must thrive. Life nowhere. Does it make a difference to the ocean? More food for the fish. It rules those who inhabit it. Not appreciating foreign invaders, it remains steadfast in pushing those without the ability to reside in it. In the woods, the rain was more peaceful. The pitter-patter of raindrops on the leaves and fall towards the ground. Burrowing into the dirt, the rain sleeps until it falls forth to the sky once again. Little did the rain know what it was in the presence of. In this peculiar forest lies someone very special. This is a tale of a princess in a doomed world. No happy ending awaits her. No happy ending awaits anyone on this rock in the solar system. The princess sleeps soundly in the forest. The princess knows not what surrounds her. You are the princess, a sleeping beauty waiting to regain cognition. Wake up, dear princess. Okay, it looks like somebody's had a night out on something. I don't know what's in that bottle, but anyway, what is her name? Well, it's simple. We stick with Rose. As you attempt to move, you find that you cannot do so. Numbness has taken over your body feels as if it's a statue. The only feeling comes from the tips of your fingers. Everything lacks such feeling. You begin to panic. The feeling returns, so cold, so wet.
Where am I? How did I even get into a situation like this?
Oh, flipping heck, we've got voice acting. Okay. Good, I might be able to save my voice then.
Wait, I remember now. It was those guys at the damn rock show last night. They must have laced this shit. I've never taken Numx and had side effects this severe.
You move your eyes around looking for your purse, but it's nowhere to be found. This means your cell phone, wallet, and other belongings are gone. The only thing they left behind was an empty bottle of pearls. You don't recognize the brand.
As if things couldn't get any fucking worse for me right now. They must have stole my purse when I was unconscious. Guess I'll deal with that situation later. First, I need to stand up and get out of the rain.
You're able to slowly stand up and move under the cover of the trees. Everything is in so much pain, your head is pounding. Feels like it's about to explode. Okay, let's have a look. Take cover or get moving and find your way home. I say we take cover. Decide to sit down and wait for the rain to stop before trying to go home. Being able to make that journey right now doesn't seem very realistic. Oh, okay, and numbness has gone up.
I was starting to think the rain would never end. Thank goodness.
After a long time of waiting, the rain comes to pass. Your body is extremely cold. You cannot feel your skin at all. You won't last much longer out here in the cold night. After walking for a couple of hours, you began to see the outskirts of town in the distance. It's very relieved to finally see civilization again.
Only a little further until I can make it home. I can do this.
You give yourself some motivation to continue along. However, the truth is, you are at your limit. In the back of your mind, you know that you still have at least another 2 or 3 hours of walking until you make it home. As you walk through the countryside, you notice a house that still has its lights on. It looks as if it's a small, older home, one that has seen a lot of history.
I hate to be this person, but I really need help right now.
People who live on this side of town are usually really nice. It's a part of the culture out here to help people out when they're in need. Even though Virginia is pretty far north, a lot of people here still hold on to these traditional southern values. Especially those that live in rural areas.
Might as well knock and see if they're willing to help me out.
Little time passes, then you hear a resident begin to move. Someone approaches the door.
Sorry to bother you so late. I was walking back to the city and got caught up in the rain.
To the city? Well, that's a long walk late at night. You're welcome to take a rest inside my house. I will try and help you out the best I can.
The woman's house looks just as well lived in as the exterior. Everything seems like it is well loved and well used. She looks you up and down with a concerned look on her face.
My goodness, what is a pretty thing like you doing walking in the rain on a Sunday night?
It's a long story I would rather not talk about right now if I'm being honest.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be pushy. I was just curious is all. My name is Samantha. I will go get you some towels and blankets. If you need anything else, please let me know.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. You can call me Princess. Let's just say it's a nickname that was earned, not given. I'm not really a big fan of my birth name anyway, so it was bound to stick.
Well, that sounds interesting, Miss Princess. Tell me more when I come back, okay?
Okay, if we're not going to use the name that I gave her, why ask me for it then? Doesn't make any sense. But okay, fine. Samantha's heading towards another room in the house. She moves slow, not because of her physical health, merely just to show she trusts you. Seems like she'll be gone for a while, judging by far away she walked and how slowly she moved. Okay, yeah, let's be polite. Let's not go through a and cabinet.
I can't lie to myself. I'm fiending, but I also have to control it.
Your addiction rips into you for neglecting it. You do not give in this time, but this is one battle in a long war. Eventually, you'll be outnumbered. Only through incredible odds and dedication could they be overcome. Unrealistic goals lead to unrealistic outcomes. You must fight through your unrealism. Samantha walks back inside the living room. Looks like she forgot something. You take this opportunity to speak your mind.
You wouldn't happen to have any painkillers, would you?
I'm sorry, honey. I stopped using that stuff a long time ago. There's something I have that will help you out much more than a pill.
Samantha? Where are you?
After waiting a while, you start to get worried she may have dozed off or something. After you call her name, you hear her begin to approach. You hear footsteps approaching. Seems like she heard you and is coming back.
Looks like you're awake now. Here, these will help you dry off.
Samantha hands you an immense amount of blankets and towels. She must have collected many over the years. She seems to have a hard time letting things go.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I was busy fetching some medicine to help you out.
Don't worry about it. I'm just glad you're still awake.
It looks like the pills have taken a toll on you, honey.
Wait, how did you know I was on pills?
Well, that's just calling intuition from someone with a similar experience in their past. You came to the right person. I can help someone like you. But first, I want you to hear my story.
Yes, of course.
Oh, jeez, if we must. Samantha begins the story talking about her upbringing. She was born and raised in South Carolina in a small beach town. Things were simple and she was happy. After graduating, she married her high school sweetheart. Life was going smoothly and nothing could get in her way. Things were not always simple though. Complications began to arise. Around 10 years ago, Samantha's husband was injured at his job. He went to a pain clinic, prescribed him medicine. Little did he know the consequences this little prescription would have. His tolerance grew higher and higher, and so did the quantity of his prescription. 5 years after his first bill, Samantha's husband would overdose. Samantha had picked up on the habit as well, but swore to stop once her husband passed away. Doctors turned their backs on her. Once she stopped taking the pill, she was no longer a profitable customer. Even though Samantha had stopped taking the pills, her addiction persisted. Deep down, she knew she would relapse eventually. The pain in her heart couldn't be filled with anything but pills, not that she had any other option. Instead of relapsing, Samantha took matters into her own hands. She was able to find a way to create medicine to help her addiction symptoms. Although she was very vague on the details, she promised that she will tell you more when she can trust you. Finding this information is also what led her to move to Virginia. Apparently, this is one of the very few areas that all the needed ingredients can grow.
I'm so sorry. You've been through so much. Losing someone to addiction isn't something I would wish on my worst enemy.
It is still the most difficult thing I have ever been through in my life. The past is the past, though. Nothing I can do to change it. What I can do is change the future.
Is that why you started creating your own medicine?
Yes, but I can't share it. If they find out, then they'll prosecute me for distribution of illegal drugs.
An awkward silence fills the room. You can tell this is a battle that Samantha's been fighting in her head for years. The reality is that anything that cuts into the profits of modern medicine will never be promoted or allowed to exist. Any threat would be outlawed or exterminated by the great forces of capitalism. Money over morals is a lesson learned through hard-earned experience, not just from her, but from many others like her.
Even if I cannot publish my discoveries, that doesn't stop me from being able to help people like you. I want you to have a sip of this, as long as you promise to keep this a secret between us.
Nah, let's sell it. Samantha walks over, picks up a strange-looking green liquid in a small bottle that she had set down on a nearby table. As she presents it to you, it gives off an incredible aura. You can tell that it took a lot of effort to create.
Sure thing. I trust you, Samantha. I won't tell a soul.
You begin to drink some of it. It tastes very strongly of earth. You can feel the many different herbal ingredients smoothly flow down your throat. Your body relaxes like it never has before. You begin to feel as if you're being pulled into a dream. A dream which becomes more and more vivid with each passing moment. Okay. You open your eyes and are suddenly blinded with an incredible, powerful light. Seems you're in a cave of some sort filled with crystals. Seeing out the exit hole is impossible, but you can hear the rain coming down outside.
Where am I? What is this place?
As you turn around, you see the body of water is even greater behind you. This place gives off a mysterious aura. It's hard to describe exactly. It feels almost as if you're being watched by a higher being of some sort.
It's really hard to tell if this is just a crazy dream or if this is really happening. Either way, I need to get out of here. This place kind of gives me the creeps.
After exiting the cave, you see a long path going into some mountains covered with forest.
What is going on? This can't be real.
The rain is even colder in this place than the forest you woke up in before. Although that world seems like a faraway place from wherever you find yourself now. Rocks float in the air as if held up by some supernatural force. With no other option, you follow the path into the mountains. You enter the dark forest and attempt to take cover under a tree to stay out the rain. The thought of being stuck here forever begins to crush your mind. Normally you can find shelter somewhere in a rainstorm like this, but not now. This place you've woken up in is so far from your reality you don't know what to do. All of a sudden, you freeze in position without even thinking. Something is watching you now. You can feel it. You attempt to silence your panic breathing and calm down. Whatever is close by should leave you alone if you don't alert it. Okay, run away or fight? Considering we've got no weaponry or anything, I think we're gonna, run. If it was run away or stand still and don't move, I would stand still, but no, we're gonna run. Fighting was probably the best option, but never mind. You quickly run away and try to lose the creature. However, it is somehow able to trace your scent, even in the rain. No matter where you go, it catches up. It seems like there is nowhere left to run. The creature finally catches sight of you and does not hesitate for a moment. It immediately changes direction and begins to pick up speed. The kill is within sight, no need to hold back now. Okay, I'm guessing that was an ending. So, okay, fine. Give me a minute. You know what? Let's just try that again and see if we can pick we can change it or not. Okay, first thing we're gonna do, let's just go straight home. Let's see if that changes anything. You decide to do your best to get home as soon as possible. Sitting down the cold rain could put your life in danger. Okay, numbness went down that time, so that's better. You navigate the forest while avoiding the rain. It was hard to tell what direction you were headed. Eventually, you stumble upon a side path that looks like it takes you back to the main road. You're starting to regain more control of your body as you keep walking. With renewed confidence, you focus all your energy on progressing down the path. Rain finally stops as you approach your destination. Okay, so we've made it back
Only
to here.
a little further until I can make it home. I can do this.
And we're back at her house. Right, okay. So, you know what? This time, let's go through the medicine cabinet. As you walk slowly to the side of the house, your instincts begin to take hold. You begin to move towards a place that you know has a solution to your main problem.
These side effects are getting to me. I bet she has some good shit in the medicine cabinet. I need something to calm my nerves.
Okay, we actually get to see a different
She has some
room.
Numex in here. That is just what I need right now. After such a heavy dose, I need a little bit so I can go down easy.
She prances on, but her sanity is waning. She tears through the medicine cabinet like she's searching for a winning lottery ticket. Not lost due to negligence, merely forgotten and ignored. Her addiction rips at her inside, it hungers for more. However, she sees nothing but herbal supplements, a Satanist, a traitor.
What is this fucking bullshit? How does she not have a single pill?
She begins to break down as her head screams at her once again. Why won't you feed me? Why do you ignore my cries? If I'm not your favourite anymore, then you deserve to die. The brain is relentless at times like these. Okay, did we just die again? Okay, she's gone to sleep, too overwhelmed to maintain consciousness.
Samantha? Where are you?
Suddenly, you notice you've woken up on the floor. This is going to be a really bad look once she sees you, but you can't move fast enough. She's inevitably going to see you in this state. You hear her footsteps approaching. Seems like she heard you and is coming back.
Looks like you're awake now. Here, these will help you dry off.
Okay, that makes more sense now. Didn't make too much sense last time we went through this, but yes, okay, that makes more sense. Okay, there's the blanket. Yeah.
I know you were going through my medicine cabinet, but I will choose forgiveness this time.
Okay, it's different.
Trust
okay,
me, I understand exactly what you're going through. It looks like the pills have taken a toll on you, honey.
Wait, how did you know I was on pills?
I could hear you talking to yourself in the bathroom. Sounds like you're going through the worst of it. You came to the right person. I can help someone like you. But first, I want you to hear my story.
Yes, of course.
Okay, we're back to here then. So this time, let's fight. We've done everything completely different. The veins in your head begin to rush as blood starts flowing rapidly into your eyes. Every hair in your body stands up as it feels like your skin begins to peel off. You feel heat radiating from your skin surface like a star being born in the night sky. Nothing is the same anymore. This is only the start. Okay, we've turned purple. Time freezes, your body begins to float in the air. Pain, fear, anxiety, paranoia, these feelings are amplified beyond the maximum of which you thought possible. However, as you realize this, your feelings are quickly replaced by something greater, something bigger than yourself. They are no longer trapped inside your head, they're being channeled throughout your entire body. You are tired of being the victim, tired of not being in control. The feeling of despair begins to change into something else, something more useful. Anger, hatred, these feelings you have long suppressed begin to resurface. The power growing within you gives you the confidence to finally fight back.
I'm not afraid of anything anymore. Well, what are you waiting for? Come at me already!
Responding to your taunt, the creature begins to attack. You can tell that there are no thoughts behind those eyes. It is acting on nature. Just like you, it's controlled by the power it wields. It's inevitable that it will attack a greater power that threatens it. Creature's hind legs shove the earth, propelling it forward. It is as if you can see it moving in slow motion. Your perception has become inhumane. Judging by its speed, it's no match for you, merely a test to see your true capabilities. With this power, you can obliterate it without a second thought. As if by instinct, you begin to concentrate your energy. Your newfound power begins to flow through your body and into your hand. Almost as if opening a faucet connected to a massive body of water, you feel an almost unlimited supply attached to you. Whatever power you're channeling is nothing compared to the greatness of its source. The creature approaches, slowly but surely, violently running at you before you can release the attack. Little does it know that its fate has already been decided. You feel your veins begin to pulse, almost as if executing a pre-programmed command. It is not just the power you're channeling, but also the knowledge of how to use it.
Say goodbye, you furry fuck!
A black bullet flies out of your hand and cuts through the air at the speed of light. Even with your ability to see the events around you as if they are happening in slow motion, you can barely keep your eyes on this attack. Surges with power and seeks to destroy anything in its path. Okay, where's the cuts on its head gone? The attack isn't tore through it like a speeding bullet going through a paper target. The creature is frozen in place, unable to move. You can see the look of terror stuck on its face as it realizes this was the final moment it would be alive. Just as quickly as the battle started, it was over. Taking a life with no remorse, this is not something you thought you would do. But something else seems to be influencing you. You aren't fully in control. Murder is all you can think about. The pain is overwhelming. You feel a new part of you deep inside awakening, a part that should have never been born. Many voices in your head hurl commands at you, with one thing in common: destruction. Use your overwhelming power, use it to destroy the wrong things in the world. However, the voices begin to get quieter and quieter. The silence finally allows you to think again. Just as quickly as the creature was killed, it vanishes from the world. So many unexplainable things happen at such a rapid pace. Your negative thoughts begin to rush back into your brain, going back home where they belong. As you look down, you can see you are slowly transforming back into your original form. You are right back where you started, in a forest in the rain. All alone, just as you always have been, with a feeling of dread and solitude overwhelming you. The darkness inside of you begins to vanish and is replaced by sorrow as your power fades.
I can't do this anymore! I give up! Guess I'll be stuck in a goddamn forest for the rest of my life. In whatever fucked up world I've somehow ended up in.
Okay, numbness has gone back up again. Suddenly you feel a mysterious energy surround you. Everything begins to fade away once again. What the heck are we now? Seems your prayers have been answered. Although you have not returned to your home, but have been transported to an even more unexplainable place than you were before. You stand inside of a massive castle. Judging from the silence, it seems devoid of people. However, everything is far too clean for it to be abandoned. So where is everybody?
You are incredibly powerful, I must say.
Okay, and a seductive voice there.
Ah!
Hello. You feel a ghost-like presence as they step out in front of you after watching you from behind. Usually you're really good at detecting people around you, but they completely took you by surprise. Something about them seems completely inhuman. You can't put a finger on what makes you feel this way. It's more of a gut feeling.
Just curious. What type of magic was that?
Magic? Is that what I was doing?
You don't know about magic? That must have been your awakening then.
They begin to look flustered and fall silent for a moment. You can tell they are processing a lot of different thoughts, deciding on the best course of action.
Firstly, my name is Kusano Hime. I'm the goddess of vegetation and am responsible for governing all life on Earth. Secondly, you have a lot to catch up on. I'm going to guide you to my sacred library to do so.
She walked through the hallway behind you into a large corridor. They walk in a hurry, although you don't see any reason you have to be in one. You're just happy you aren't getting attacked or rained on. At this point, you will take what you can get. You aren't going to ask any questions. She walks over to the desk on the right side of the room. They grab a book from inside one of the drawers and then walk over to you.
Looks like your spiritual energy is low. You do not have much time left to remain in this world. Before you return to where you came from, I want you to absorb the knowledge of this book I wrote. It will teach you the basics and we can go from there.
She uses some sort of magic and the book begins to emit a strange light. As you look into it, your vision fades away. You begin to have a flood of knowledge enter your brain. When a world is first created, so is a place called the Spirit Realm. Although it exists in a separate dimension, it's connected to the life on its original planet. The gods and spirits that world reside in the Spirit Realm, and they govern all aspects of it. The Spirit Realm for Earth used to be vibrant and full of life. That was until the Void arrived. The Void arrived to Earth's Spirit Realm around 2 years ago, shrouding it in darkness. With its arrival, it brought an army of evil spirits with it, which waged war with the divine. One by one, the gods of this world were captured and fed to the Void, being farmed for the spiritual energy. The only god who survived was Kusano, who went into hiding and assumed the role of all the gods in their absence. The Void is an evil spirit that has the power to travel to different spirit realms and consume that world's spiritual energy. Once it consumes enough energy in that planet's spirit realm, it then transports itself into the real world. This requires an incredible amount of energy and takes many years to do so, but once it happens, all life is instantly consumed. Once it sucks a planet dry, it moves on to the next in an endless cycle. The void here on Earth is nearing completion, meaning that unless it's defeated, it will destroy all life on Earth in 6 weeks. No planet that has ever been infected with the void has survived or been able to destroy it.
As you can see, things are not looking good at all. But not all hope is lost. I've been hiding in this underground secret base to analyze the void and may have found a weak point.
Course you have, and let me guess, I'm the one who's got to do it.
If I can train you to use your power to its fullest capabilities, then it should be possible to take it out.
Why me? You seem like a pretty capable magic user yourself.
The truth is, I can't use any combat magic. My specialty is in other areas. I don't think it makes me any less of a magician. I'm not insecure about it at all.
Of course you're not. She looks very nervous for some reason. Probably best not to push the issue.
You are the only one left who can fight it. All the other spirits and gods who have tried have been consumed by the void.
I see. So I should return here to train whenever I get the chance.
Give yourself time to recover. Being in this place as a human takes a toll on your body. If you want to maximize your training, come back once a week. At least in terms of time on your planet.
As she says this, you notice parts of your body are starting to fade away.
Looks like your time here is up. Return in 1 week's time and we will begin our training.
Your vision fades away as you begin to drift between this place and another. Whee! Okay, at least we know when we are now. As you awaken, your body feels like you ran a marathon in your sleep. Your head is pounding and your body is slow to respond. The clock on the wall above you shows it's 8 in the morning. You must have slept here all night. You remember an incredibly strange dream. Or was it a dream? Well, it had to be, right? The couch you've awoken on is incredibly comfortable, which makes it hard to get up and get going. It sure is nice to wake up somewhere that isn't the ground. The pillows make it feel like you're floating in midair. You cannot stay here forever though, your destiny awaits. Objects at rest tend to stay at rest. The only way to change that is an outside force. You push yourself up and get your day started. You wander into the living room, still foggy in the head from a very rough night. I'm sorry, it doesn't look like a living room. This looks more like a kitchen diner. So, living room, you should have settees, the TV, stuff that's cozy and comfy around you. And hopefully a fireplace. But anyway, let's carry on. The lines between dreams and reality are barely real at this point. Feels like you're floating around and watching yourself from a third-person perspective.
Good morning, little Miss Sunshine.
Samantha walked up behind you without your notice, causing you to jump back in surprise. Your sleepy thoughts got in the way of your senses.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to startle you. I was just checking up on you is all.
It's okay. I have just been really jumpy lately. It's not your fault.
Looks like the remedy had a very strong effect on you. Your side effects are a lot worse than mine were.
Side effects? What are the side effects?
Well, the normal ones are minor muscle fatigue and drowsiness, but instead it knocked you out cold.
I had the strangest dream ever. Must have been the medicine at work then.
Hopefully, since the side effects were stronger, the medicine will be stronger as well. You will still have cravings, but they will go away as long as you take a dose once a week and stay off the pills.
Well, that's convenient, isn't it? You nod in agreement to stay off the pills, but something still seems wrong. Feels like you're forgetting something important.
Oh shit! Today is my first day at work! I totally forgot! I gotta go. My shift starts in an hour, but if I run, I should be able to make it.
Oh no! Hurry up and get out of here then. Come back sometime next week for another dose.
You give her a thumbs up and then rush out the house. Samantha waves goodbye out the front window. She remains very friendly towards you, even with your very odd behaviour. Seems she really does understand the pain you're going through, at least to an extent. You make a mental note to come back to the house next week. You're able to quickly run through the outskirts of town and into the city. Although your body is in immense pain, you push through to make it on time to the coffee shop. You were in shock you even got hired in the first place, given your horrific resume and lack of any good references. The pay is good enough to pay your apartment rent, and you even make tips on top of that. If it wasn't for this job, you were most likely going to get evicted soon. You make it to the coffee shop, appropriately named Coffee, with minutes to spare. The shade from the tall buildings nearby provides some much needed cooling. The summer heat is in full effect this time of year. Looking into the window, you see your reflection and are horrified. It looks like you were hit by a truck and fell in a puddle of mud. You take a moment to fix your appearance up as best you can before walking in. As you enter the shop, the strong smell of fresh coffee fills your nostrils. The coffee shop is full of many different kinds of people. Young, old, wealthy, poor. The environment is much different than when you were here for a job interview during after hours. You see an employee walk up to you from behind the register. He approaches you with a friendly yet serious expression. Flip me, there's a fella in it. I was half expecting everyone to be a woman, but okay. You can tell he's very professional and good at his job, although from the looks of him, he seems to have more fun side as well. He's also pretty nice to look at. Maybe that is why you're thinking about him so much.
Excuse me, miss. I just wanted to let you know that this is a safe space.
You look around for a moment and notice a number of homeless people with small cups of coffee. Seems like this place acts as sort of a safe haven for people that have fallen upon hard times. You must think you're coming here because you're one of them. Well, he isn't entirely wrong.
Sorry, I'm not homeless or anything. I'm actually a new employee. Today is my first day. I had a really rough night and had to run here to make it on time. But I am here and ready to work.
I apologize. It's just that... Well, never mind, actually. My name is Xavier. I actually was assigned to help you with your training today.
Of course you were.
Nice to meet you. You can call me Princess.
You can tell this catches him off guard for a moment. It's clear he's trying not to laugh in order to appear professional. So it's clear that he isn't doing a very good job of doing so. He begins to walk towards you with a newfound perception.
Princess? Really? How did you end up with a name like that?
Because apparently having an actual name and putting it in doesn't count.
Let's just say it's a nickname that was earned, not given. Ever since I was a kid, people have told me I'm really high maintenance, so they started calling me Princess. I'm not really a big fan of my birth name anyway, so it was bound to stick.
Now I get, like I said before, you can't get every single name for a voice actor because, you're going to be there till the end of time trying to get them all in. But if you're going to do that, then again, why get me to pick a name? If you want me to choose a name, why not have a selection of names to pick from? Then you can have it a bit more personalised. But you know what? Fine, whatever. Maybe it's just visual novels. You can tell I don't really play many of them. But anyway, let's carry on.
Don't worry, I will be a low-maintenance employee and save my princess-like behavior for outside of work.
Oh, I wasn't worried. You can be as much of a princess as you want as long as you do your job well. That reminds me, you should meet with Cassandra in the staff room. I'll show you where it is.
Okay, fine. Oh, she looks happy. As you walk in the staff room, you immediately see a woman named Cassandra sitting at a table. Seems like you aren't the only sleep-deprived person in this coffee shop. She's completely unaware of your entrance, but she also kind of looks at peace.
She has a bad habit of dozing off whenever she is on break in here. Don't hold it against her.
Hey, I used to do the same at one of my previous jobs. The best time to get a good nap was on your hour break.
And don't try to talk to her before her alarm goes off. Just trust me on that one.
Xavier has a fearful look on his face and makes no attempt to bother his manager during her break. Seems like he probably has experience trying to get her to wake up forcibly in the past. Judging from how he's acting right now, it's safe to assume that it did not go well. Well, that's convenient, isn't it?
Alrighty, time for me to get moving.
The girl suddenly jolts awake after a few seconds of her alarm going off. Her energy is unmatched, no wonder she's the manager of this place. You are conflicted. On the one hand, it's rather responsible of her to set an alarm before dozing off. On the other, it seems unprofessional to sleep at work, especially as the manager. Hey, not wrong with that. As I say, I used to do that. Get into work for 6 o'clock in the morning, work up till about 10, 11, depending on who was on break when, and then you have a 45, 50-minute nap on your break. Set your alarm so you wake up beforehand. Yeah, not wrong with that. Anyway, although at first impression wasn't the greatest, she is defying my perceived notions of her.
You must be the new employee. My name is Cassandra. Nice to meet you.
Cassandra jumped up from sleepiness and brightens up immediately, showing off her infectious smile. She has a certain aura of positivity that seems to touch the hearts of those around her, including you. People like this usually annoy you, but since she's your boss, you choose to let it slide and keep an open mind, at least for now. Also helps that she is undeniably beautiful.
Yes, she told me people usually call her princess, which she prefers.
Aw, that's so cute. Welcome to the coffee shop, princess.
Oh god, she is going to annoy me, isn't she?
I'm the manager here, so I'll be showing you the ropes today. Xavier, could you back out and cover the front? I will take it from here.
Xavier hurries back to the busy coffee shop after giving you and Cassandra a reassuring smile. As he leaves, Cassandra approaches you with a confident look on her face.
We are a bit understaffed, and the shop is busy, so a lot of your training will be learning while doing. Is that okay?
I've never known a job that isn't learning while doing.
That works for me, I guess.
Great! I'll teach you the basics of the cash register. That's where you'll start.
What happened to that dude who interviewed me? I think his name was Doug or something like that.
Oh, him? Yeah, we had to fire him last week after we caught him stealing money from the cash register. Your first lesson of training is to not be like Doug. I will teach you some more lessons on the cash register. Follow me.
Cassandra gives you a brief tutorial on how to work the register and the system of the coffee shop. Seems simple enough. First, take the customer's order, write it on a slip, which gets hung up behind the counter. Then, punch the total into the register, take the customer's payment, as Xavier or Cassandra make the drink.
All right. Are you ready, Miss Princess?
Oh, we're going to actually get some gameplay
Yeah,
here.
I've worked the register at some of my past jobs. I feel pretty confident.
Be careful though. Some of our customers can be very difficult and will be very angry if you mess up their order.
That's okay. Difficult customers aren't anything new to me either.
Perfect. I'll have you start with this customer. Don't be afraid to call me or Xavier over if you have any questions.
A difficult-looking customer approaches.
Welcome to coffee. Can I get a name for the order?
Oh, okay, I guess we haven't got anybody to do Martha at the minute. Fine. The name's Martha, not that you care. You got anything good here? I don't usually trust any coffee outside my usual shops.
Well, you can take a look at the menu. I am here if you have any questions.
Martha looks very irritated. She glances over the menu momentarily. I don't like any of this. Just get me a coffee New York style. 5 shots of espresso, hold the milk, and then give me some cream of whip on the side with some espresso beans that are also on the side. Actually, could I do whole milk? And actually, 5 seems like a lot. Let me just do 4. Also decided I want the milk on the side as well. Actually, no milk please, it only makes my stomach hurt. Alright, time to write down the order. Okay. So, I mean, we could just screw this up, couldn't we? But no, whipped cream and espresso beans. Oh, wait, no, was it whipped cream or was it cream of whip? Ooh, I can't remember. I'm going to say cream of whip. I think that was the one, because, yeah, as I said it felt weird to say. What kind of milk? No milk. Espresso was 4.
All right. I will have that coffee ready for you shortly.
You begin to help other customers in line. Xavier creates the order for Martha. After you finish your order, they give it to you and call out the order number. Well done, you actually got my order right. Martha hands you a $5 bill, walks off with a smile on their face. You pocket it while Xavier and Cassandra aren't looking and continue assisting other customers. Okay, we got some Droog money. Okay, the next customer.
Welcome to coffee. Can I get a name for the order?
Greg. Okay. I need something strong today. I just got done with a 17-hour unpaid shift with my blue-collar brothers in arms.
Well, you can take a look at the menu. I am here if you have any questions.
Greg begins to grip his belt and squint at the menu with a confused look on his face. What in the goddamn hell is an Americano? I swear this country's going to hell with all this European BS. Let me just get a dark roast with some hazelnut, creamer, 3 packs of sugar on the side. Actually, ordering creamer that has nut in it sounds kind of gay. Let me just do the half and half instead. You know what? Screw it. Ain't nothing wrong with being a little fruitcake as long as you voted for Bush. Let me get hazelnut, but this time make it an extra dark roast and add another pack of sugar on the side. Okay. Right. Hazelnut. Extra dark. And I think it was 5. Because didn't he say 4 and then add another one, so 5. Okay.
Thank you for your business. I'll get to making that coffee right away.
It's wrong or wrong. My day is officially ruined. Damn it. Okay, Greg asks for the manager. They begin to scream at her for a solid 10 minutes straight as she smiles and apologizes. You pretend not to notice and continue assisting other customers. Okay. What did they get wrong then? The only thing I can think of is the sugar. Okay.
Welcome to coffee. Can I get a name for the order?
Holly! And big hurry to get to a meeting. Can we make this quick? Terry texts me his coffee order and asks me to pick it up. Let me see what he said. She pulls out her phone. She begins to push buttons, extremely slow until she finally reaches the screen she wants. Opens her purse, begins rummaging around for her reading glasses. After a few minutes, she finally finds them, begins to read out the order. chocolate lavender macchiato with 3 extra shots of espresso. Oh, wait, he texts me to also include the fact that he wants caramel drizzle on the left side of the cup. So he's texted again. He doesn't want it on the left side of the cup or the top. Okay. So, lavender. Did it say? I don't remember it saying, so I'm just going to say 1. He doesn't want it on the left or the top, so it's right and bottom.
Thank you for your business. I'll get to making that.
Okay, we screwed that one up again. Oh, well, at least that's over with now. We only had the 3. Okay, felt the longest shift you've ever worked. The customers kept coming at all hours of the day. Before you know it, the shop was closing for the day. You helped Cassandra and Xavier with closing duties as the evening sun beams in through the windows. Eventually, they tell you to go home and congratulate you on an awesome first day. Okay, fine. You use the last of your strength to walk home after a long day of work. Usually, you wouldn't stop and stare at your apartment building, but after so many near-death experiences, you weren't sure if you'd ever see it again. After everything you've been through in the last 24 hours, to say you're exhausted is an understatement. Nothing sounds better than being able to wash up and relax in the comfort of your own home. You walk inside and agree with the same boring, bare-bones interior decoration as always. Maybe when you fix your financial situation, you'll finally get around to decorating this place. However, a part you enjoys the simplicity of its current state. It's like a blank canvas with so many exciting possibilities. Well, no use thinking about it now. Time to wash up and get some sleep. After showering and putting on your PJs, the sun has set completely. The darkness of the night feels comfortable. Now you're able to rest easy in a familiar place. You climb into bed, get ready for another day of work tomorrow. So we've got some animation there. Oh, nope, I thought we were going to have some actual animation then, but we don't. Never mind.
I need to head to work soon.
You climb out of bed and greeted by the bright morning sun shining through your window. The new day brings you a new sense of renewal, optimism about life. Now you finally have hope for sobriety. It feels almost like a new person. As you walk inside, you see only 2 customers. Looks as if business is much slower than it was at this time yesterday. You look around and you notice someone familiar. Xavier's cleaning some tables in the corner of the shop where nobody's sitting. You can tell he's been working hard because of how intense his focus on the task is. His dedication is admirable. It seems like he genuinely enjoys the task of cleaning. Says a lot about a person. They are dedicated, loyal, and trustworthy. At least in your opinion. You know what? Let's be nice. I know he's in the zone or whatever, but let's have a chat with him.
Nice to see you again.
Oh, what's up, Princess? Sorry I didn't notice you. I was locked in on this. It's good to have you back. I was worried you would tap out after such a busy first day.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Well, you still have to prove that to me. Anyone can last one day. Think of it as a challenge. Show me you've got what it takes to be a coffee employee.
Gives you an assured look that you return with a smile that says challenge accepted. It's hard not to keep staring deep into his eyes. They hold so many wonders behind them. You feel a sense of warmth inside you. Is that who we're going to be romancing then? Okay. Looks like he's going back to focusing on cleaning. You remember to talk to Cassandra before she thinks you're late to work. As you approach the staff room entrance behind the bar, you spot Cassandra. She heads towards you, looking as friendly as always.
Hey, Princess. You got here right on time. As you can see, we're a little slow today. Tuesdays and Thursdays are always like this, but that makes it the perfect time to clean. I pulled up a list of tasks on the laptop in the staff room. Go pick one and get started on it.
Part of you naturally wants to talk back at people who give you orders, but you refrain from doing so. For one, this job actually seems pretty chill, and nothing you have been asked to do seems unreasonable. Also, something about Cassandra makes you actually enjoy getting bossed around by her. Really? We going down the Dom route with her, are we? Fine. Some explicit scenes with her in a powerful position over you run through your brain, but you ignore those thoughts before you get too worked up. Yep, called it. Called it, not even a line later. Cleaning tasks. Oh, that brings back... Okay, I didn't quite read them, but that brought back some memories. Right, looks like you have a choice of either cleaning dishes or wiping down the windows. There's a note with 2 phone numbers attached to the side of the computer. They must be Cassandra and Xavier. You take it, put it inside of your bra for safekeeping.
All right. What tasks should I do today?
You know what? Let's do the windows. You walk outside, begin wiping down the windows. Summer morning weather feels nice on your skin. You slowly clean while people watching everyone heading to work. It's very relaxing. You're glad you picked this over washing dishes. And our numbness is down to 55%. Good. After clean all morning, you look around for Cassandra to ask what else you could do to help. You notice only one customer in the shop. It's even slower than it was this morning. The only employees still in the shop seem to be you and Cassandra, who's standing behind the counter. She notices you looking for her and walks over.
Thanks for cleaning today. You were a big help. You can leave now. This place isn't going to get any busier, so I can handle it alone for the rest of the day. Oh, by the way, did you write down me and Xavier's phone numbers on the staff computer?
Yes, I got them. I don't have a cell phone right now, but I can call from my landline at home if I need anything.
Sounds good. Don't be afraid to give us a ring if you want to hang out. We are a tight-knit family here at Coffee. We have another busy day tomorrow, though, so be here and ready to go by 7.
Don't worry, Cassandra. I won't disappoint you.
You give Cassandra a confident-looking grin and a thumbs up, which seem to amuse her. Her eyes sparkle as she lets out a laugh at your corny response. She seems to really enjoy talking to you, but it's hard to tell if she treats everyone this way or if she's being extra nice to you in particular. As you walk home, you observe the hustle and bustle of the city. Everyone seems to be heading out to grab lunch and then return to their desks. It's a really weird feeling to already be done with work at this point in the day. Suddenly you realise something. Why are you heading home? Well, you think about it, sitting in your apartment alone with something more appealing. All you're going to do is think about taking pills and eat a little amount of food in your fridge. Maybe it'd be better to do something fun around town. You try and think of a fun activity you can do that doesn't cost money. Ooh. You know what? Let's go to the park. 'Cause if we walk around the city, there's a good chance there's going to be things that want money. If we go to the park, we can have a nice, relaxing, chill day. After walking to the park, you're enticed with the sound of nature. Taking a seat at a bench, you decide to take it all in for a moment. The birds chat in the trees as kids play around in the grass fields. You feel the wind blowing your hair side to side as it switches direction. As you people watch, you see someone waving your direction. You awkwardly turn around to see if they could be looking at someone behind you, but nobody is nearby. They begin to approach, and as they do, you begin to recognize them from your past.
Princess! Wow, I never thought I would run into you here of all places. Do you still go by that name? I remember you getting mad when I called you your real name once.
Yeah, I still prefer not to be called that. Princess is just fine. I'm sorry to ask this, but what was your name again?
Oh, that's no problem. It's Jane. I wouldn't have expected you to remember that. We hardly knew each other back then.
And yet you remembered not only my real name, but my nickname as well. Her name begins to uncover some forgotten memories stored in the back of your head. You remember her from high school. She was a grade above you and was in the marching band and science club. Needless to say, she wasn't exactly Miss Popular. However, you remember being well liked by her peers.
Well, I actually just graduated from Virginia University. I got a job here as a junior environmental scientist. I've only lived here for a month, but I've enjoyed it so far. What about you? I had no idea where you went after you dropped out. There were a lot of rumors.
Yeah, I figured. Well, here I am. I wouldn't say I'm thriving by any means, but I'm surviving.
Well, I can't imagine how hard it must have been to live on your own at only 16. You are very brave.
Even though you only spoke a couple of times before, Jane seems to genuinely care about your well-being. It is hard for you to process. It's crazy to think about how different your lives have turned out. She could have easily just written you off, pretending she didn't know who you were, but she went out of her way to speak with you. The other shocking thing is the way her appearance has changed. She was always cute. However, you notice two important things that have developed significantly in the past 5 years. Really? We really needed to go there. Okay,
I'm
well, we know what sort of
sorry,
game
I'm
this
actually
is
at
going
the
to
job right
be.
now, so I can't chat for much longer. Could you write your number down for me? I'll try and call you so we can find a day to get properly reacquainted.
Sure, I don't have a cell phone right now, but I can give you my landline.
Jane pulls out a small journal, writes your number down. You notice how it's organised with tabs and colour-coded. It suits her personality. Her handwriting is very elegant and legible. It looks more like the writing of an author rather than a scientist.
Thanks, Princess. I hope we can hang out soon.
Life sure is strange sometimes. Yes, it is. And you know what? I think I'm going to end it there. I don't know how long this demo is, but I'm getting the feeling it's going to be quite long. And the fact that we had to kind of start again, maybe that's why I've not reached the end of it yet. So, yeah, okay. It's a hard one because I have nothing to compare it to, as I don't do visual novels. I mean, I know I've done a few similar sort of things in the past, but then there was gameplay in it. So, yeah, there's just no real gameplay, and apart from that one bit where it was either fight or run, there doesn't seem to have been any changes dependent on the choices I made. Everything else seems to have gone exactly the same. So what are choices for? Okay, I've made a few mistakes. That bit, making the coffee and that, fine. But other than that, yeah, it didn't seem to have any consequences apart from really upset customers. But, oh well. Anyway, I'll leave a link in the description below for anybody who wants to give this a try. And yeah, who knows? I might give this a bit more of a look in my own time, and we may have a look at it when it comes out in full. Don't know yet, but we shall see. But in the meantime, I've been Sank84, and this has been Princess of World's End. Thank you so much for joining me. Look after each other, and until next time, goodbye.